विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, मी प्रशांत भागवत आपणा सर्वांचं आपल्या या यूट्यूब चॅनलवरती हार्दिक स्वागत करीत आहे. In this video segment, I am going to focus on how to enrich English vocabulary because our English vocabulary plays an important role in all areas of communication like listening, speaking, reading and writing. अर्थात आपल्या इंग्रजी शब्दसंग्रहाचा आपल्या कम्युनिकेशनमध्ये म्हणजेच लिसनिंग, स्पीकिंग, रीडिंग आणि रायटिंग या सगळ्यामध्ये महत्त्वाचा वाटा आहे. स्टुडंट्स who have limited vocabulary have difficulties in expressing their ideas. Improving your vocabulary takes time and effort, but you can do it with some basic things and there will be immediate improvement. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, काही बेसिक गोष्टींच्या अभ्यासानं आणि सरावानं तुमचा इंग्रजीचा शब्दसंग्रह नक्कीच वाढेल. चला तर मग काही इंग्लिश व्होकॅब्युलरीशी रिलेटेड बेसिक माहिती जाणून घेऊया. त्यापूर्वी जर का तुम्ही आपल्या चॅनलवर नवीन असाल तर आपल्या चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब करा, त्यापुढील बेल आयकॉनचं बटन प्रेस करा, जेणेकरून तुम्हाला नवनवीन शैक्षणिक व्हिडिओची माहिती मिळत राहील. इंग्रजी शब्दसंग्रह वाढवण्यासाठी अर्थात टू एनरिच व्होकॅब्युलरी द पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच आर व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. शब्द आणि शब्दांच्या जाती ह्या तितक्याच महत्त्वाच्या आहेत. म्हणून आपण बेसिकपासून सुरुवात करत असताना पहिल्यांदा पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच जे की 8 आहेत त्याच्या एक एक बाबीविषयी माहिती करून घेऊया. फर्स्ट वन इज नाउन्स अँड वी ऑल नो दॅट parts of speech explain how a word is used in a sentence. And when we are dealing with nouns, nouns are defined simply as naming words, or in brief, nouns are the names of people, places, animals and things. For example, Sham, Pune, lion and tomato. Nouns are classified into two groups, common nouns and proper nouns. When we are going into deep with common nouns are used to denote a general category of people, animals, places or things. For example, actor, fish, shop, pen. When we turn to proper nouns are particular names of people, places or things. For example, Amitabh, London, pencil, etc. There are some more things related to nouns. Collective nouns. Collective nouns represents a group of people, animals or things. For example, team of players, flock of birds, bunch of grapes. Concrete nouns which can be seen or touched are called as concrete nouns. For example, book, fish, these things we can touch or see. Abstract nouns which cannot be seen or touched are called as abstract nouns. For example, happiness, ego, etc. There are countable nouns also. They can be counted, so are called as countable nouns. For example, 2 horses, a man, shops, etc. Uncountable nouns. These nouns cannot be counted. For example, bread, milk, rice, food, etc. Then we have singular or plural nouns. For example, child, children. Then we have some irregular nouns also, and they are simply made into plural form with some different spellings. Leaf, leaves, mouse, mice. The second parts of speech is pronouns. Pronouns are used to replace nouns. For example, he, she, it, they, etc. They are classified into some groups. Personal pronouns. personal pronouns are used for a specific object or person. For example, I, we, he, she. Demonstrative pronouns. A demonstrative pronoun is used to point out to something specific in a sentence. This, that, these, those, etc. Possessive pronouns. They help us to show possession of something. For example, mine, ours, yours, his, her. Then we have some other pronouns which we list as first person pronouns. When the person is speaking, he use I or we. When we spoke about other person, then we use you. And when we speak about the person who is not in front of us, that is called a third person pronouns. He, she, it. They are these examples. Then we have adjectives. Adjectives are words that describes a noun or pronoun. For example, Ajit gave Nitin a delicious chocolate. An adjective is a describing word. There are different kind of adjectives. Adjectives of quality. These adjectives describe the quality of the noun or pronoun in a sentence. For example, on a sunny day, 3 old men sat on a bench. What kind of a day? Sunny. So it is an adjective of quality. Adjectives of number. These adjectives indicate the number of nouns in the sentence. These adjectives are used to indicate the exact number of nouns. For example, on a sunny day, 3 old men sat on a bench. Adjective 3 indicates how many men sat on a bench. Adjectives of quantity. The quantity of nouns in the sentence is indicated by adjectives of quantity. Mary had a little money in her purse, or there is enough food in the kitchen. These adjectives answer the question how much. How much money? Mary had a little money. Moving further, we have next parts of speech, verbs. Verbs are simply defined as action words. For example, Rohit hit the ball and got 6 runs. In this sentence, hit and got are action verbs because they tell us what the subject of the sentence is doing. Remember, every sentence should have a subject and a verb. They are classified into 2 groups. Verbs are classified as main verb and auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs can be called as helping verbs. Main verbs, for example, like read, write, play, watch, and so many are the examples of main verb. But the auxiliary verbs are again classified into 2 groups, primary auxiliary verbs and modal auxiliary verbs. You can simply say do, does, did, have, has, had, am, is, are, was, were means do ची रूप, have ची रूप आणि to be ची रूप ही झाली प्रायमरी ऑक्झिलरी verbs. मॉडल ऑक्झिलरी verbs आहेत तरी कोणती? shall, will, should, would, can, could, may, might, must, ought to, need to, etc. ही मॉडल ऑक्झिलरीची रूप आहेत. Next parts of speech is adverbs. For example, the man reached late on the platform. In this sentence, the adverb late is modifying the verb. When did he reach there? It means an adverb is a word or phrase that modifies an adjective or verb. There are some types of adverbs. Adverbs of manner. The young girl spoke clearly. In this sentence, adverb of manner shows how an action is done. They are formed by adding simply ly to the adjective. Adverbs of time. For example, students must join online class now. Adverb of time shows when an action takes place. Adverbs of place. The children are playing outside. Adverbs of place shows where an action takes place. Then we have prepositions. Preposition is a word used to link nouns, pronouns to other words in a sentence. For example, the man sat under a tree near the bank of a river. Prepositions helps us to understand the connection between two words in terms of position, time, or direction. We have seventh parts of speech, that is conjunctions. A conjunction is used to join words, phrases, clauses, or sentences together. For example, we reached at the station after the train had left. After is the conjunction used to join two different sentences. Interjections is the last part of speech. Interjection expresses a sudden feeling or reaction. For example, hey, that feels wonderful, or congrats, you finally got your degree. These words or phrases can be placed before or after a sentence. Students, parts of speech are really important to enrich your vocabulary, but there are some more things that you should remember when you are trying to enrich your vocabulary. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, शब्दसंग्रह तोही इंग्रजीचा वाढवायचा असेल तर मूलभूत तुम्ही गोष्टी शिकलात, शब्द आणि शब्दांच्या जाती, त्याचे प्रकार. तर त्यापुढे आपण आता पाहणार आहोत की वेगवेगळे घटक कसे आपल्याला सहाय्य करतात आपला शब्दसाठा वाढवण्यासाठी. The first one is synonyms. Synonyms are words that are similar or have a related meaning to another word. Similar meaning words simply we can say. For example, intelligent. It can have some different shades of meaning. Smart, bright, brilliant, sharp. एका शब्दाचे वेगवेगळे अर्थ होऊ शकतात. Beautiful can be synonymized as attractive, pretty, lovely, stunning. आणि मग सिनॉनिमच्या मदतीनं आपण काय करू शकतो? We can avoid the repetition of the same word. Like that, antonyms are also important. Antonyms are the words that have opposite meaning. For example, agree, disagree, behave, misbehave. There are so many words which have different shades of meaning to them. Then we have homonyms. We should remember all these things to have the enrich our vocabulary. Then homonyms means homonyms are two words that are spelled the same and sound the same but have different meanings. Spelling same, sound same, but meaning is different. For example, book. The first meaning is something to read. In sentence, I read a book. The second meaning is what is meant by book? The act of making a reservation. For example, please book a ticket for me. It means a word have same spelling, same sound, but its meaning will be different. These are called as homonyms. Then we have homophones. In this, again there is a change. Homophones are two words that sounds the same but have a different spelling and meaning. Sound same, spelling different, meaning is also different. For example, I wanted to sit here so I could hear the singer performing without any disturbance. Here, sound is same, spelling different, so meaning is different. Students, remember, you must understand articles also to enrich your vocabulary. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, तुमचा इंग्रजीचा शब्दसंग्रह वाढवण्यासाठी तुम्हाला आणखीन काय गरजेचं असणार आहे? How you are going to use the articles. Then we have two kinds of articles, indefinite articles and definite articles. Then what are the indefinite articles? A and an are the indefinite article. Article A is used with singular countable nouns which begin with consonant sounds. For example, a tree, a house. Article an is used with singular countable nouns which begins with vowel sounds. For example, an apple, an elephant. If there is consonant sound, then we have to use a. If there is vowel sound, then we have to use an. But remember, we say the next example is a one-eyed man and an one-eyed man. In these two different sentences, the first one is correct because we say a one-eyed man and not an one-eyed man because the vowel a is pronounced with a W sound. So remember, using a or an depends on the sound of the alphabet following the vowel or the consonant. Students, then we have the definite article the. Article the is used when it is clear which person or thing we are referring to. For example, the boy is washing the car, because we are sure about the person who is washing the car or what he is doing. Second, article the takes both the singular and plural form. For example, the children are playing cricket. Article the is used when we talk about the same person or subject again, about whom we are again and again talking. The man found a coin under a tree. He took the coin. Article the is used when there is only one such thing. For example, the moon shines at night. Article the is used before important event. For example, the First World War. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, या सगळ्या मूलभूत गोष्टीवर आणखीन काही गोष्टी महत्त्वाच्या आहेत. त्यामध्ये रीड इंग्लिश अँड लिसन इंग्लिश. जेव्हाही आपण एखाद्या भाषेतील लिखाण किंवा साहित्य वाचतो किंवा त्या भाषेतील कथा कविता ऐकतो, तेव्हा त्या भाषेतील शब्द, व्याकरणविषयक नवीन गोष्टी आणि त्या भाषेच्या वापराविषयीच्या नवसंकल्पना आपल्याला समजतात. आपण त्या ग्रहण करतो आणि त्याचा सराव करू लागतो. यामुळे आपल्याला त्या भाषेची आवड निर्माण होते आणि आपोआपच सुरुवातीला लहान शब्द, नंतर शब्दातील वेगळेपणा लक्षात येऊ लागतो आणि आपला शब्दसंग्रह वाढतो. म्हणून जे जे उपलब्ध होईल इंग्रजी विषयाचं ते तुमच्या सवडीनुसार वाचा. टी व्हीवरील इंग्रजी न्यूज किंवा क्रिकेट मॅचची कॉमेंट्री सुद्धा इंग्रजीमध्येच ऐका. रोजच्या अभ्यासातील नवीन नवीन शब्द लक्षात ठेवा. त्यांचा लहान लहान वाक्यात वापर करायला सुरुवात करा. या अशा सोप्या प्रयत्नामुळं तुमचा इंग्रजी शब्दसंग्रह वाढतच जाईल. And it enhances and enriches your English vocabulary. Thank you. But remember to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for many more educational videos.